I don't know if you can hear me, but this is mine and Ben's. Oh, this is mine and Ben's last voyage on the bike.
After weeks of discussion and deliberation and deciding between me and Jess, we finally decided that it was time to do away with my Harley Davidson, and we would be swapping it for nothing less than our own little van life camper van, self-converted by its previous owner, and we'd have to be driving all the way to Edinburgh to go and collect it. Little did we know we'd be travelling from Boston all the way to Edinburgh. Through the high winds and awful rain, we finally made it after just a few hours of riding.
We have a van!
At this point we were just so tired and delirious that we turned around, headed south and found somewhere to sleep for the night. But first, here's a review.
We'll do a full van tour in the morning. We're both pretty tired.
I don't even know what I look like. I had lovely face of makeup on today.
Hang on, do us a brief tour. We'll do a full tour tomorrow.
Okay, so the door's behind Ben. This is the bed. It's a double.
Yeah, it's a double.
A double. We've got a table here which lifts out. We've got two little benches here. We've got a gas stove, which is phenomenal. And then we've got cupboards which has got our helmets in at the moment. And more cupboards. Fantastic. We're good to go. Oh, and our snack of choice for the evening is of course munchies. This is the little hot water bottle we bought at a service station in Wetherby.
They went flying past, didn't they?
No, at Wetherby. And I've had it most of the journey wrapped around my back and like 3 jackets like this to keep me warm, which has been fantastic. This was an absolute godsend. It was only £15 and it's a cute little dinosaur. So, yeah.
Okay, right.
We're going to hit the hay. Good night.
The next day.
Good morning, campers. We have survived our first night in the van. I just realised we have to name it something.
Like 310 up there and back, so 620 miles. So we,
a long journey.
Yeah. I mean, we set off yesterday at 3:30, got there for like midnight, and then
we got there for 10:50, I think it was. 10:50.
I don't know.
Yeah. 10:50.
It was a long old ride. It was like 5.5, 6 hours of driving, riding. And then we drove like the hour back towards home, pulled over for the night, and then we just had a nice little sleep. So yeah, almost home, and then we'll do a full van tour at some point once we figure everything out ourselves, and then we'll make a plan on like what we're going to do next.
As we've been driving though, we have been seeing lots of things that we think might need our attention, such as the fact that the dash display does not actually fit in the dashboard. It's not the right one. And what else have we said?
We've got lots of surprise features that we didn't expect.
Yeah,
so
lots of quirky things that we need to have a look at. Not all of them, they're not deal breakers. They're not like, oh god, what, like, should we have swapped this with the Harley? This is all stuff that it's like, oh, it's just little stuff that we can actually have a look at and like
Editing Ben here. Yeah, we were absolutely shattered. We got home and just went to sleep. We were so absolutely mashed with fatigue. So here's a tour.
Welcome back. This is our 2008 Ford Transit Mark 7 T330 and it is a 2.4 litre engine. We're going to take you around on a tour just to show you what we've got. Now, bearing in mind, we've done nothing to this yet. We literally bought this as is. So this is our starting point. Let's see where we can go from here. Starting off, we have the driver's and passenger's cab. Pretty straightforward, to be honest. We've got some lovely leather seat covers here. We've got my favourite thing in the world, which is this little like handbag holder, which I've been looking for forever, and now there's one in the van. As you can see, the dash is quite empty. We will get there, okay? This is getting somewhere. It will be cleaned, it will be sorted. It's an old van, what can we say? Let's head round to the other side. So, hopping on up into the driver's side, we have a wonderfully fake. What's this, Benjamin?
It's incorrect.
No, what is it?
Oh, instrument cluster.
Instrument cluster. That's it. We have a wonderfully incorrect instrument cluster for the van. Can you see? You can't see. Wonderful.
It needs a finger.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, we've got a wonderfully fake instrument cluster. We have got everything we need in here apart from internal lights. They do not work. Now, if you're stealth camping, you obviously don't want to have to get out of your van and get back in. So the good thing about this van is, let me shuffle on this way, is if we remove this headrest and pull these curtains aside, we can get to the rest of our van. But just between me and you, we're going to go around the other side and get in. Welcome to the inside of a van. Now let me just put the lights on 1 second. Can you see? I feel like that's a bit better. Right, it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. We've got some lovely yellow curtains. The whole floor has been done in this wood panel. I think it's MDF. I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
It's laminate.
It's laminate, there we go. Right, and up here, first things first, because this is a bit weird, right, being smack in the middle, we have our lovely dining table. Just fits in, as easy as that. Easy peasy. Coming across to the front, this is where we're going to start. Now, the only reason I started with the table is because I needed it out the way. Bless you.
God, I tried to suppress that so hard.
We are going to start with, we've got some overhead storage, would you call it? Overhead storage. We do need to do something about this because we did recently figure out this is not insulated. Not good. Second up, we have some wonderfully live 12-volt wires here. This did link to a... Okay, just realised that you can now see us a bit better. So this was an old cigarette lighter. All we have done is taken out the cigarette lighter itself and just made safe the live 12-volt wires here because they weren't actually going anywhere. Not ideal. We also have a regular 3-pin plug. It does work, but you have to be connected to the mains hookup for that to happen. Now, we do also have, now this makes me laugh, we have another window. I personally don't like this window. I just don't think there's a point in it, considering you can't get to it. You actually can't get to the window anyway. There's no point. But hey ho, that is our second window. Coming along here, we have actually a really cool gas hob. We've got small hob, big hob, fantastic for cooking. Only issue is there's not a proper vent in this van.
There is the gas pickup down here, and it doesn't have a gas well. So because the gas is heavier than air, you're meant to have a gas well so that it sinks down the hole.
And we don't have one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming down a little bit lower, we have all of our cupboard space. Underneath the gas hob, we have got these cupboards here. And funnily enough, this is the 12-volt plug socket that I was talking about up there. We've also kind of just sorted that out a little bit. Ready to try and reattach later on once we've figured out the wiring of this van. In here we have some Crispies and we've got some yoghurt and fruit bars, nothing special. We've got Ben and I's motorcycle helmets down there because one, we don't need them at the moment, and two, they're taking up space in our cupboard inside. Next up we have some more cupboard space and there's nothing in it. This, I believe, is an IKEA cabinet, Benjamin?
That's right, yeah.
IKEA cabinet. Got it. Okay, coming up next, we have these wonderful seating areas here for dinner. Like this. Fantastic. Only thing is, we'd like to make them storage because at the moment they're not doing much.
Do you know what you could store in there?
What?
A Bluetti.
We could store a Bluetti, yes. Yes, we could.
Just saying.
Onto the bed. We have a fantastic full-size double bed here. What we did, so it came with the mattress, this van. We then popped on top an old, what was it, memory foam, I believe? Memory foam mattress topper that we got from Lidl's.
I think it's Dreams.
Dreams, I think it's a Dreams. So we popped that on there as well just to give us a little bit more comfort. We've got, as you can see, some lovely cobwebs and fairy lights, which are great. Because at night, these are a little bit stark. We are thinking about having some LED lights running all the way along the van. But, I mean, let's show you. Let's show you how big this is. Now, for reference, I am
5'4".
Around about. On a good day, like first thing in the morning, 5'4". Maybe in the evening, 5'3.5". Oh, okay. And I can lay down pretty comfortably. Like, I have no issues. Now, Benjamin is nearly 6 foot, and so kind of has more of an issue. Not too much of an issue, because if we're laying and cuddling, he's usually got his legs bent anyway, or he can sleep diagonal, and I'm short enough to fit in this corner here. Right, I think it's about time to go round to the back and show you the last little bit of storage we've got here, which is the garage. Welcome to our garage. This is obviously below our bed, if you couldn't tell. At the moment, we've got both Ben and I's climbing gear for work, dust jackets, all sorts in here, boots, helmets. And we've also got a lot of the kit that we've been using on the van so far, in terms of drills, screws, you name it, it's in here. One thing we have figured out though, is that we have a wonderful fuse box, which we realise is actually for this fantastic electrical hookup. So if we go camping, we're all sorted. Okay, back round here. So, you can't see it, just take my word for it. There is some wonderful wires down the back corner here that are also 12 volt that we can use once we sort out fuse board, inverter, you name it.
The intended use that I've got for the 12 volt pickup that is underneath the bed is to have our diesel heater plugged into that, and then we will drill through the floor, put the exhaust down and everything. So if anyone's got any recommendations for a diesel heater, that would be great. Obviously Bluetti are going to hopefully sponsor us if we keep making enough noise to you know, provide some additional power points. But anyway, back to Jess.
Okay, that is pretty much it for our van.
Later.
Right, bad lighting, but we thought we'd just show you we found some major issues with the wiring loom on the van. Let me turn this around and show you. There we go, right. Oh, you can't even see it from in here, hang on. So, we are look at the state of this. This is the fuse box right here. It is not attached to anything. This, we haven't got a clue what it is. This green bundle, no idea. We've just taken out the top of this. The aux cord wasn't even plugged in, was it? Wasn't even attached.
Not even plugged in.
Not even plugged in. So there is a lot more to this van than we first thought. Not sure what's going on here, this is a shambles, but we'll come back to you with an update once we've had a look at things. It is late, it is dark. Woo! It is late, it is dark, but we will keep you updated. So having found all of these issues in the wiring, we realised that we had to take the panels off, and slowly but surely came to find lots of dirt, lots of stains, lots of like coffee and Coke spillages, and so Ben decided to pop them in the bath and give them a good old scrub with some dish soap.
So even after a really good deep clean in the bathtub, these panels have all been dried out under UV light over the last 18 years, and as a result I'm just testing a little bit of silicone spray to see if we can bring back a little bit of their original shine. So when I started cleaning out this interior, it was pretty minging, and like, I know the time lapse probably doesn't do it justice, but it was like caked in old coffee and like Coca-Cola stains. Yeah, just a minging work van. Oh, I forgot to put this on. Not too sure what way around it goes. Oh, like that. Whoop. Is that right? I feel like that doesn't quite fit in there properly. That can't be the right one. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Some of the fitment isn't the best. Nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's best part 20 years old, 18 years old. Everything's on, nice and secure. Everything works. This needs another little wipe out. Yeah, look. It's a bit of a hoover in here, but it's cleaning up nicely. In terms of the electrics, like, I've noticed so many things wrong. the aux cable slot. I was going to get one of those Temu, you know, like Apple CarPlay dashes and stick it up there and then plug it in through the Apple CarPlay, for the aux cable. I found the aux input, but it's missing the wire. So I have a feeling it is stashed behind the original stereo. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but up here there is a aftermarket loom installed. So I think at some point that was switched back from the previous owner. And then they've just put the standard stereo back in, but they've tidied up all the wires. So I need to get the radio that's currently in there out so that I can get the cable that connects to the back of the aux lead, which can then be plugged into the back of the head unit. So the aftermarket Apple CarPlay screen. I think they're like £30-40 on Temu, so go for it. All of the miscellaneous bits of cable that I've been like removing and like snipping out of this monstrosity have all just been getting thrown in here, like random bits of fucking wood and all sorts of stuff, and just chucking it in a monster can. Like I showed you earlier, like some of the electrics I've capped off. This was all just exposed like cable and cord, so I've wrapped it all up nice and heat shrinked it and left them ready to go, so that when I put the 12-volt socket back in, it can go straight back into there. There's another one up on that side. Yeah, once it's all done, this will be lovely. Apologies to anyone who thinks that this is quite a long video. Yeah, it is. I'm lazy when it comes to editing, so enjoy. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be great. Help the channel out. And if Blue Yeti is watching, we could really do with a sponsor for a power station, or if anybody knows any better suppliers than Blue Yeti or Blue Yeti, let us know. We'd love to feature your stuff on this build, and yeah, let's work together. Moving on to our next problem on top of our list is the fact that the steering column is completely busted. Now, it is aesthetically displeasing, but not crucial to the operation of the vehicle, so we will get to this at some point, but we're going to remove the old one because it keeps catching when you are steering left to right, and it looks unsightly, so we will get this replaced at some point.
Meanwhile.
Aha! I was right. Look. Okay, so what I just showed you was Ben is popping some waterproof gaffer tape onto those little rivet holes on the side of the van. By the looks of it, it seems that somebody has previously drilled through the van from inside to out and left the holes open, and now they're rusting. As you can see, I don't know if you can actually, it is unbelievably foggy here today. And so it's not quite the weather to sit and waterproof and fill these holes in, but we are taking steps to make sure that the van doesn't get damp, bit by bit, slowly but surely. It's things like, did you do this?
No.
Let's show you. So we've got these stickers here, which we are going to take off. Lovely bit of electrical tape, if you couldn't tell. I'm noticing some rusting down here and some down here, which is fine. All we need to do is file it off and repaint. We've got a few screws in the panels here that we need to replace. We need to go through and polish. Some bits aren't quite there yet, but they will be. Yeah, just lots of little bits that we need to go through, but we are getting there slowly but surely. Have you got anything to say?
This is a work in progress. This is polishing a turd.
We are polishing a turd right now, but we're going to have fun polishing this turd because it's our turd.
Brother,
Am I right?
What did he say?
So yeah, follow along, watch our little journey. Oh, there's more rivet hole. Oh my gosh.
I think this had one of those like bonnet bra windscreen covers on it.
That's nuts. Anyway, right, that's enough for today's video, because we've probably got a heck of a lot to do and we might as well space out to quite a few episodes. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to
Can you hold?
like, subscribe, comment if you have any advice at all on this van conversion, or making sure that we just don't, you know, fall apart in the middle of the night. Let us know, and
Hey.
follow along.
I have something to say.
Say it.
Blue Etty, where are you at?
Ben would love a sponsor, but yeah, keep us in your prayers because we might need it. See you next week.